How much home does a $5,000 mortgage payment actually buy you in Vancouver right now? Because this is where the conversation gets interesting. Most people don't think in purchase price, they think in monthly payments. They say, I can handle $5,000 a month, no problem. But what does $5,000 actually translate to in today's rate environment? So let's break this down properly using a 5-year fixed rate at 4% and at a 30-year amortization. And let's look at two separate structures, 20% down and minimum down. First, we anchor to the payment. At 4% over 30 years, a $5,000 monthly mortgage payment supports approximately $1,047,000 in mortgage principal. That is the borrowing capacity at that payment level. Now let's build from there. If you are putting 20% down, that mortgage represents 80% of the purchase price. So we divide $1,047,000 by 0.80, and that gives us a purchase price of approximately $1,308,000, which means with a $5,000 mortgage payment and a 20% down payment of roughly $262,000, you are shopping in the $1.3 million range in Vancouver. Now let's look at minimum down. This is where it changes. Minimum down on a property above $500,000 is structured as 5% on the first $500,000 and 10% on the remainder. So as the purchase price increases, the down payment increases incrementally. And then we must add CMHC insurance, which is currently about 3.1% at that loan to value bracket. When we reverse engineer the numbers so that the total insured mortgage lands at approximately $1,047,000, the purchase price that supports a $5,000 payment is closer to that $1.15 to $1.17 million range. That means with minimum down, your purchase price is roughly $150,000 lower than the 20% down scenario, even though the payment is the same. And the reason is simple. With minimum down, you are borrowing more aggressively and you are adding insurance to that mortgage. That insurance inflates the loan amount, which reduces how high you can push at the purchase price at a fixed payment. So here's a clean comparison. $5,000 mortgage payment at 4%, 20% down is this. Purchase price approximately $1.3 million. And in the other scenario with the minimum down, your purchase price is approximately $1.15 to $1.17 million. That difference is entirely leverage driven. Now, this is just the mortgage payment. It does not include strata fees, property taxes, or utilities. In Vancouver, if you are buying a strata property in this range, you may also be carrying $500 to $800 per month in strata fees, plus property taxes and insurance. So when someone says they are comfortable at $5,000 per month, the more accurate question is whether they are comfortable at $6,000 to $7,000 per month all in. And this is where affordability becomes contextual. In the next part of this video, I'm going to show you real examples of what 1.15 million gets you versus 1.3 million so that you can see how that leverage difference translates into real product, neighborhood, and lifestyle. Because payment anchors emotion, but product determines whether the commitment makes sense. I'm going to bring the MLS data on screen here so we can see exactly the range of what you're looking at. So right now, what I have is Vancouver East versus Vancouver West as our areas. And then you can see here we have a range from 1.15 all the way to $1.3 million, representing that range from minimum down to 20% down. As we're at that, just over that $1 million range, we're going to have a minimum of 2 bedrooms and 2 baths and a minimum age of 2 years, because I don't want to include GST in these calculations, to 20 years old. So we're not looking at older buildings here. So in these two areas right now, you have 96 options. So I would say a fair amount of product. As we know, there's a lot of listings right now in this space. So we have 96. I'm going to look at the map and then we're going to just focus on some of, higher end areas where you can look at some properties here to see what you can have. So what we're going to do here, we'll go into the map search to see where in Vancouver a lot of these properties are coming through. So you can see obviously segmented in this downtown core here, Mount Pleasant, Fairview. You have quite a number here. You have some stuff out in the UBC area, South Vancouver. And then you can see just on the boundary. It is interesting to note that it doesn't go all the way to Boundary Road. It does have a little bit of a deviation in the stop here once you pass through Collingwood. So let's go and draw a little bit of a polygon through downtown Vancouver, a little bit through Kitts, the Fraser area, and just see what we're left with here. So as we open this up, we're going to wait for these results to load, and then it's going to come up with a number of properties that we can now take a look at. So as we bear down in price with the map selection, we've gotten it down from 96 down to 41. And then we're going to be able to have a couple different selections, which you're going to see. In that range from that 1.15, you're going to be able to have, a really nice condo if you're wanting to go there with some bigger square footage, all the way to, even some duplexes. You can get some duplexes that are a little bit smaller up to that 1.3 range. And then there's going to be townhouses. So if we go by price, we see what is there. We can see that there's one 2876 Clark Drive. This one actually is right, very close to where I live right now. This is a duplex. This is probably one of the cheaper duplexes in Vancouver if you're getting into that 1.3 range. And you can see that, it's beautiful on the interior here. A lot of the nice features, stainless steel appliances, nice tile, nice wood. I believe this has AC. But keep in mind, when you are looking at some specific properties, especially when you're getting into that duplex state and they're on these lower tier in terms of pricing with townhomes, you're going to be very cautious of where that location and the floor plans are. Here's another one. This one's going to be on Vancouver's west side. This is for 1.299, and this is going to be a townhouse too, of 1,300 square feet. And as you can see, we have the split level with the stairs in the back. And not a lot of windows in this one particularly. You have a set here. And as we go upstairs, what does it look like? There's some nice bathrooms, and then you see some of the bedrooms here. So again, newer finishes, nice tile up the wall, some nice finishes here. So, if you're going into that upwards of that 1.3 range, likely you're going to be in that townhouse. Duplexes, I think, will be a little bit tough at this range. You're going to have to sacrifice something in terms of location and floor plans. But townhomes, you're going to be able to get some good selections here. If you're looking at using that minimum of 20% down, if you're wanting to go up to 1.3, for example, you're going to get a very nice condo as well. So if we just go to the criteria here and just go type of dwelling, if you're looking for something on the condo space, let's just see what it brings up on the top end and the low end, and we'll reverse that. So as you can see, we have 31 available in the condo section. So between townhomes and duplexes, there's only 10 available in this specific mapped area. If you go on the high side, we go on Millross Avenue. This is something downtown Vancouver East. So this one here is a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,037 and at 1.3 million. So this is an idea in terms of space, really good location in Olympic Village here. This is a Boza build in the Lido building. Actually, I think I sent this to a client of mine. Nice corner unit. You can see you have North Shore Mountain views here and a lot of space. You have the nice tile work on the back, reputable builder, and a nice overall size of over 1,000 square feet. How a lot of people are buying condos now, you're wanting something that's larger in square footage. I don't suggest anything less than 900 square feet anymore, just for resale. Nobody wants to live in these shoe boxes anymore. So this is on the top end if you're putting that minimum down. If you are going to the bottom tier, about that 1.15 range, we have that 1.15 right here. And this one is just on the other side of downtown. And I believe this is the Arc building here. So this is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 880 square feet. So just on that cusp of that square footage here. And let's see, you have a nice window exposure here. This is going to have some nice integrated cabinetry. And this one, not a lot of photos, but you can kind of see this rectangular base here. This is actually a pool. So this one does have a lot of amenities. Let's see the strata fee on this one, $644. So not bad in terms of the size. It might be a little bit on the higher side, but again, you got to be very careful in terms of what you're looking at when you're adding all these costs together. So let's go back and let's just look at some of the townhomes here before we wrap this up. So you just have a better idea of what is happening in these ranges. So with the townhouse, you have 7 in this 1.15 to 1.3 range. And let's see what we have on the top end and the low end. So we saw here in terms of, let me just make sure this is correct, the townhomes here. We have one on Kiefer. I think these are little concrete ones here. Yeah, concrete, which are quite rare. This one looks to be a corner unit. So sometimes I don't like these townhomes is because they can feel like a basement suite because there's only one set of windows, but I think this one is corner. So this is a nice standalone. You can walk right into your address. They'll have some amenities in this building, and yeah, you have a lot of natural light in here. So this is what you're getting in terms of townhouse. This is obviously in the downtown core. This is just to give you an idea in terms of what you can get for your money on the townhouse side of things. So this one is a 2-bed, 3-bath. It's nice having that extra bathroom at just under 1,300 square feet down here, and listed at 1.299, been on market for 125 days. On the lower end here, we have one here at 1.188. 308 Smythe, another one downtown. And what you're going to see here, this is just over 1,300 square feet. And these are located in the Yaletown area. This one's a corner unit too, which is quite nice. You can imagine if this was just wall, it's going to feel a lot smaller. But when you can have a corner unit, that's going to increase your lifestyle, increase your living value and your resale value as well. So this one here, 2-bedroom, 3-bath in Yaletown, 308 Smythe Street, 1.188, been on market for 127 days here. So keep in mind, this is just for, if you're looking in that townhouse range, we do have that map requirement. But if we take out the map search here as we're loading, you're going to have a lot more selection. So overall, if you're not looking in the downtown market or those areas as a whole, you're going to have a little bit more selection here. So this is, a good framework in terms of what we can be looking at in that condo range, in that townhouse range, from that 1.15 to that 1.3 range, right? So depending on where you're at, depending on your family size or how you're wanting to grow, you're going to have a lot of selection in there. Keep in mind when we started this in both Vancouver East, Vancouver West as a whole. So you're going to have a lot of options in that price point. If you want any further information on this, book a discovery call with me, scan the QR code, the link is in the description below. And if you're looking for what not to buy, check out the video above here on some traps when it comes to buying condos. I'll see you on the next one.